I don't know if I am going to make it. Savory and sweet mixture. This is how the fridge looks. Let's go over my new adjusted meal plan. You're going crazy. That's great. So that's the update on me.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
To our winner, Juliarene.
Ooh, this is some harsh lighting. Good morning, buff babes and bros, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Juliarene, and I'm an IFBB Wellness Pro, and welcome to my Road to Olympia series. So, as requested, I'm going to do a grocery haul today because since I am in prep now, it feels like I'm at the grocery store like twice a week. Let me know if that's you as well. Because I just run out of food so fast. So I'm here like all the time. So we're gonna do a grocery haul, and I'm also gonna update you guys on how my cutting is going and things that have changed since I last saw you. And yeah, I'm excited. So let's go to the grocery store. Because I have to pee so bad!
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I don't know if I am going to make it. Why do I always do this to myself? Ooh, never hold your pee. It's not good for you. It hurts your insides. Ah! All right, we got the goods. First, let's start out with this bag. What do we have here? We got some egg whites. I always get egg whites because you could do actually a lot with this. Like, it's a really low calorie, high protein option. I like making like egg white omelets in the mornings. And for frozen berries, man, these are squishy. I got some red raspberries for maybe some like protein shakes, or sometimes I like to add these berries in with my Greek yogurt, like the frozen ones, and mix it in because it just tastes good when it's like frozen. And then I got a berry blend. Got some regular strawberries that I can have cut up in the morning. I always like to have like a frozen version and then like a non-frozen version. Vision is licking my leg. Ew, and y'all know I love the low-fat cottage cheese. Literally for one serving, it's 90 calories and 12 grams of protein, which I freaking love. I like to mix it with fruit because then you have like the savory and sweet mixture. It's really good. That, we got some Meaners. Meaners. I got more avocados. I get the baby avocados, and a half of one is like almost exactly 2 ounces, so it's, you know, pretty good to keep track of that. I got Honeycrisp apples because I like my apples to be like as hard and like crunchy as possible. Like, I find that other ones are just like, they have like a weird like not, they're just not crunchy enough, you know what I mean? So I have the baby avocados and we have the Honeycrisp apples. And in here, let's see, I have tried this before, but I am doing another recipe for later this week. So this is the kind that I got, the Bonza. I was comparing it to all the other, like, what's it called? Pastas, that's the word. I was comparing this one to the other pastas, and this one does have, you basically get more for less calories, less carbohydrates. So for me, just personally, I like to have like more food and less calories because I like to feel satiated. So this is just my preference. It's made from chickpeas. So one serving has 11 grams of protein, which is nice. So I'm gonna try this with a low calorie pasta sauce and then maybe add a little bit of meat to it. So I got this one. Just like look, like little, it was stuck to me. Just like when you go to the store, just look. Like if there's something that you want, like if you want a pasta or if you want a sauce, instead of just grabbing like the first thing you see, just go around and just look at the calorie count and compare it to other things. That's what I did with this to find which one was gonna be the best option for me and feeling satiated, and same thing that I did with this. Some of the pasta sauces could get to like 120 calories, and this one's about 50 calories per serving, and it's the fire roasted tomato garlic. I've had it before, and it's actually really good. I got the chocolate chip Kodiak cakes. Zachary loves these, so I bought these mainly for him, but also for me. Sugar-free syrup. I love this one because it's the maple flavor. It's my favorite. I usually have like at least 2 on deck at all times because you can put it on everything. I got a packet of Splenda. Gotta have my 0-calorie sweetener. Some flossers, you know. You guys don't need to see that. Ooh, and one of my favorite things is to have pickles, sour pickles on deck. Because if I am like getting home from a workout and I'm super hungry and I just need to get something in my mouth, instead of snacking on something that's super high calorie, I'll snack on some like pickles or like celery so that while I'm making my meal that I don't like go over on my calorie count or anything. And these are amazing. They're also really good after a workout because they give you like electrolytes, and I just love the sour pickles. So I use a lot of these when I'm on prep and when I'm off prep anyways. Then I got some cocoa aminos. I haven't had this for a long time, but this is just a really good additive to just change the flavor of anything that you have that's really boring. Because like some of my meals, I need to have like chicken and rice because I need some of my meals to have a little bit higher carbs and a little bit higher protein, but chicken and rice can be really boring. So adding the cocoa aminos really just gives it that different flavor. And I did get some no sugar added ketchup because lately I've been craving like chicken nuggets and like ketchup. So I was like, okay, what I can do is just have my chicken and then eat it with some ketchup, and it'll make me feel like I'm eating chicken nuggets with ketchup, even though it's just regular chicken nuggets. And last but not least, my carb bag. So first I have the caramel rice cakes. I really like these because they can like fill in anywhere that you're just feeling like snacky, but that's not too many calories. So for one, it's 50 calories, 11 grams of carbs, and I love the caramel flavor. I also love the chocolate one a little bit more, but they didn't have the chocolate, so I got the caramel. Carb number 1. Carb number 2, I got the Dave's Toast. I have been getting the bagels, but I just wanted to try something different. So I got the 70 calorie ones. There are breads that are lower calorie. You guys have, if you've been watching on my channel, then you know which ones. But for some reason, I have been using these because there's more protein in them than like a regular piece of bread. And I need to get my protein in because we gotta build some muscle. So I got these. It's the 70 calorie for 1 slice, and these are the thinner ones. I got that, and then I got a sweet version, which is the cinnamon raisin. I love this one. If you put a little bit of the spray butter, like the Can't Believe It's Not butter, and even like add some cinnamon on top. I might even have one of these right now because I can smell it. It's so good. Okay, so here's the fridge. I have a little Brita filter. We have some eggs, and we have a area that has all of our stuff in bulk. So this is the stuff that I didn't buy at the grocery store. We just order it in bulk, and then I put it in these containers. And this note is for Zach so that he knows to use these first instead of these. You gotta dumb it down. So Then we have some energy drinks, the cottage cheese. I have 2 of the Greek yogurts. And here we have the, can't believe it's not butter, something for my omelets, some berries. Here's all the extra food. So it comes like this from the company that we order. And they're only in Austin, so I'll put the link down below just in case you want to order from them, but we buy it by the pound, so it's just easier for us to like take it out and then warm it up. It's already cooked and made for this. And then down here we have the apples, some extra avocados, and some lettuce. And on the side we have fiber, Opti Greens, Opti Reds. This is my extra unsweet cashew milk. We have 2 cases of pickles, another fiber, which is the vanilla flavor, and this one is the chocolate flavor. I have egg whites on deck, 1, 2, 3. I always have backups. Some fat-free whipped cream. This is my current almond milk, so when I'm done with this, then I'll use this one. And then all of our sauces, low-calorie sauces and stuff. And then here, all my Mios, couple different flavors so that we don't get bored. So these are the tubs that we have, the bulk, like potatoes that we buy, rice that we buy. So this is the beef one, and what we do in these is we put a scoop in it, like a measuring scoop. So we have extra ones that we put in here so that whenever we're measuring it out, we just have to scoop it, and it makes it so much easier. So try that hack in your bulk stuff. But this is how the fridge looks. Now for the pantry. It's honestly not as organized, but we have a bunch of different flavors of protein. There's some behind there as well for us to use. And then right here, we have our oats with the scoop, so we can just scoop it right out. I have our protein pancakes in here, and then the PB2 in here, the powdered peanut butter. And I keep it in here so I don't have to have a bunch of stuff like out on my counter. This is not the most organized thing, to be honest. It could be more organized. But this is where this stuff, I'm just gonna put it here. This is our bread basket, so all the carbs go in here. And then Zach likes different kinds of peanut butter, so we have this peanut butter, and he also likes this chocolate one, and it's really good. Then we have Zach's syrup. He likes this syrup. And then we have my syrup, which is back here. And honestly, that's about it. One thing I forgot, in this basket, this is where we have protein bars, the level 1 protein bars. I love this one. It's the chocolate peanut butter pretzel. I love the texture. So we have some in here if ever we need them and we need something quick. I usually have a full one of these protein sticks. You guys have seen me use these before, but they're so amazing. You get so much protein in really quickly, and they're so thick, like they're really filling. So that's it. Hey guys, so let's go over my new adjusted meal plan. So when you are seeing this, I believe we are 14 weeks out. So y'all know that I have my fiance, my coach is my coach. So he prints out my meal plan and like my macros and my cardio every week. So this is like the first week that we started, the second week, this is the third week. So every week I do a check-in with my fiance / coach, Zach. So every Wednesday morning, right when I wake up, I track my weight only one time. So I make sure that I only do that one time a week, because last prep, I was getting way too obsessive over the scale, because it doesn't show you everything. It doesn't show you the muscle that you're building. It doesn't show you body fat. It doesn't show you like how much water you're holding on to. It doesn't take into account that you might be on your period as well. And I'll go into that a little bit later. So I do it once a week, and then I send it to him with my check-ins of my photos too, front, side, and back in my wellness poses, so that he can see how my body is changing with the adjustments that he makes. And then if my body is doing like well and it's still like losing weight, then sometimes he won't even make a change. But if it's not responding to whatever he's doing, like losing weight, or my body is changing, because sometimes my body will change, but I won't lose weight because I'm building muscle and losing fat and it's balancing out. So he just kind of takes that all into consideration. And this is how I coach my clients as well. So like making sure that you are like consistent with your check-ins and how you're doing them is super important, and logging them. And I'll also show you like how I log it. So when you guys saw me last, So my maintenance calories is about 2,360, which is really awesome because when you are cutting, you can start cutting from your maintenance. So your maintenance is basically how many, you're going crazy. The calories that you can ingest to neither lose or gain weight, you just maintain and stay the same. That's why it's called maintenance. What do you know?
I never found you funny. I never found you entertaining. I never found you smart. I just found you annoying.
So we started my cut at around that marker. And then so now, since we have to get really lean, stage lean, look what he's doing to my hand, we can start cutting from that amount of calories. So compared to last prep, I started at 1,600 calories because I fell off the rails. I was eating whatever I wanted. So my body wasn't used to eating like whole foods consistently at my maintenance amount of calories. So we started cutting from 1,600 calories down instead of cutting from 2,300 calories, which is so much more to play with, which is really awesome. So I won't have to like suffer as much this time, if that makes sense. So when we started, that's what we were at. And then the last time that I talked to you guys, we were at about, where is it? About 1,962 calories. So as of this week, we are now at 1,770. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm only going to be talking about like calories and cardio for a specific amount of time during my prep because I don't want anyone to come on this page and see what I am doing, how much cardio I'm doing, and think that this is the only way to lose fat. Because it's not, and bodybuilding is not sustainable. It's not healthy for you to be doing. And you're like, Julia, why are you doing that? Because I do it the healthiest way that I possibly can, and this is something that I absolutely love. So I do take my health very, very seriously when we're doing this. This is why we are cutting, but we're taking 16 plus weeks to do so that we don't have to cut so many calories so quickly, so that we don't mess with my hormones too much. So he just cut the calories by about 200.
But my life is good.
So now we're about 1,770, which is doing really well. And I'm starting to get a little bit hungrier, which is the name of the game. So that's great. But it's really cool because like once that starts happening, I just know that my body's gonna start changing and everything. So this past week, my body didn't change very much as far as weight goes. The look of my body changed, but the weight didn't change very much. So in the past, I would freak out and be like, oh my God, something's not working. I'm doing something wrong, blah, blah, blah. And this time I didn't, because what was actually happening, it was the week before my period. So I'm starting to hold on to a little bit more water. I'm starting to get like sore everywhere. And that's just what happens for women. Usually a week before their period, he's chasing his tail. A week before their period, this is when you can gain like up to 3 to 4 pounds of water weight, depending. So my weight just kind of like stayed the same. Actually, you know what? I gained 2 pounds. So I was at 160, then I dropped to 158. And then I went back to 160, even though I was following my diet, everything was good, and I just didn't freak out. Just kept continuing what I needed to do. And then my body went right back down to 158. So just keep that in mind. Like when you're on your period, your body changes. So that's where we're at right now for the meal plan. Everything is really, really good. I'm excited. And as far as cardio goes, so we were doing 4 days of cardio for about 30 minutes, so we upped it to 5. So we added an additional 30 minutes of cardio as well. So sometimes he'll cut calories, sometimes he will increase cardio, sometimes he will do both. So this time, now we're gonna be doing it 5 days a week. So that's the update on me. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little grocery haul and update. And I'm really excited to share some more stuff with you. I have some really good videos that are coming soon, just to give you some more insights of like, what I do day to day on prep, like what you can expect as a bodybuilder, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But then at the same time, like a lot of times I'm just doing the same old thing every single day. And I'm like, does anyone really want to see me do the same old thing every day? But I'll show y'all. You guys won't say it, I'll show y'all. So as always, I love you all so much, and you are more powerful than you think. Bye. And this is your reminder to subscribe so we can be best friends.